Well, one man is in custody tonight after police say a bomb-sniffing dog detected possible explosives in his car.
Now, we've been following this story all afternoon. It started after the man walked into the federal building looking for answers about a federal watch list. His car was parked outside the state building. Lindsay Shively is live with more now. Lindsay?
Mark, I just talked to FBI officials who say that man is no longer being questioned by FBI officials, and they even would say it's too harsh to say he has been released because they say now he was never in custody after we have all learned today's incidents were much more innocent, it appears, than what we first thought. We had thought that a man walked into this building right here, the federal building, claiming to be a terrorist. It turns out a man walked into here and asked if he was on the terrorist watch list. That sent a red flag to law enforcement, who decided to check out his car, which was parked across the street in the parking lot of the state building. And bomb-sniffing dogs smelled something they thought to be suspicious. From then, that was noon, they decided to evacuate the entire state building and have everyone on the south side of the federal building move to the north side for what would turn out to be a 4-hour or more investigation into whether or not there were explosives in this man's car. Just after 5 o'clock, they gave the all clear. Nothing was found explosive in his car, and they were done questioning him. With all of this going on, everybody remained very calm, even though they spent most of their afternoon just waiting and watching with not very many answers. For them, a lot of the people we talked to, realizing this was the week of the anniversary of 9/11, it was a time to reflect.
All the lives that were lost and how serious, why they're taking it so serious, and of all the day, why now, why here, why Kansas City? But
everybody, we need to go to Oak, the next intersection.
Yeah, just kind of a peek at what was really a very chaotic afternoon. But again, this turns out to be a man walking into the federal building asking if he was on the terrorist list. Bomb-sniffing dogs happening to find something suspicious. That is all now over. They've given the all clear. And also FBI officials telling me no one in an official capacity has named this man, because not only was he not ever in custody, he has not been charged with anything, and they will not confirm or deny whether or not he was ever on any kind of terrorist watch list. Lindsay Shively, 41 Action News.
It was the phrase, "Am I on a terror watch list?" that the FBI says caused police to take action today. On social media, some people are saying this man's background also contributed to the extreme caution used. Investigator Melissa Yeager has been looking into this and continues our team coverage. Melissa.
Well, Elizabeth, this man's colorful past is widely being talked about on social media, and some media outlets have also chosen to report his name. We have decided not to report his name at this point, and that's because, as Lindsay said, police have not confirmed who they have in custody, and the man has also not been charged with a crime. We do know that he has and have been looking into his colorful past, which may have contributed to the extreme caution used today. I did speak to a woman that we know to be a friend of his, and she says she believes this is all a tremendous misunderstanding. She also told us that he did not walk into the building claiming to be a terrorist, and that the dogs may have hit on his car because he runs a cleaning business. The research we have done into his background seems to support her concerns that revealing his name could threaten his safety. We continue to look into his past, and we'll keep you posted. I'm investigator Melissa Yeager, 41 Action News.
Here's a look at how today's events unfolded. It was 12 o'clock that the man parked in front of the state building across from the federal building. He entered the Bowling Federal Building and asked if he was on a federal watch list. He was detained by officers, and a specially trained dog detected the potential explosive in his car. That's when streets were closed at the state office building parking lot. The building was evacuated. The bomb squad and other authorities and agents were brought in. The daycare in the federal building was also evacuated during that time. As the investigation of the car wind continued with the robots outside, the airspace overhead was restricted by the FAA. 5 hours later, the car was cleared. The man was released from custody, as Lindsay said just a few minutes ago.
Well, retired FBI agent Jeff Lanza gave his perspective about the bomb scare downtown. He says police and FBI train for these kind of events all year long, and they take extra precaution. This is especially true during the anniversary of 9/11 and the recent events in the Middle East. Lanza explained that things like gunpowder may have caused the police dog to think there was an actual bomb inside the car.
You're just glad nothing has turned into a very serious incident, at least not inside this country. When you get those threats, you always wonder, you got to take them seriously. Which one is going to actually be a real situation? And when you don't have explosives in the car, everybody's relieved.
Well, even though there ended up being no threat to the public, Lanza says everyone handled it correctly. Our coverage continues online. There you can read more about how the entire day unfolded, plus read the live tweets from our crews in the field. That's all on KSHB.com.